Hello everyone. As promised, in this lesson we're going to review merging courses and lines. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and start an editing session. Notice all our toolbars light up now that we are in an edit session. Now the next thing we want to do, we were looking at these parcel points. Now, these parcel points are not delineated on any approved cadastral survey. If I remember right from the GMM files, they were probably from around 2005, 2006, and it appears they may have been used for performing a location for parcels on the Master Title Plat, the MTP. Since they aren't actually representing an official approved survey, there's really no purpose for them in our fabric, especially when it gives us these kinky lines. So what we can do is merge these courses and make this a straight line. So the first one we're going to do is going to be for this here in this second division. Now we're going to go over here to our table of contents. As you can see, we have nothing selectable at this time. Well, for the moment, we'll go ahead and points, lines, and second divisions. So those should be the areas that we want to select, and we want to eliminate this parcel point. Now remember, if you do merge courses, you do not want to go over areas where you may eliminate parcel points that you want to retain. I did do an experiment earlier selecting all these at once, and it did not eliminate this parcel point. But I would highly recommend to just work with the courses that you want to merge at that point in time. So we're going to do this down here first, and then I'm going to demonstrate what happens if you don't have the correct selectables along this line over here. So all we need to do is window our area that we want to merge. You can see the two parcels, second division, highlighted in the cyan color. You can see the lines that are involved are in the yellow color on top of the cyan, and our parcel point that's also cyan. What is yellow is what's really going to merge together. And since they will merge together, it'll eliminate this parcel point. So the command for merging courses once you have your selection is just right-clicking inside one of the polygons with your mouse. As you notice, we have merged parcel courses. Okay, so we click on that. It's going to come up with this that you can set the parameters. Generally, the defaults that come up, I haven't found anything outside of that yet. Not saying that we may not as we go forward and we get into some more intricate areas, but this time we can pretty much accept the defaults that are displayed in this window. We say OK. We get our nice little spinning ball. Okay, it's completed. You can see where the courses that merged are this blue cyan line, and the old courses are the kink in the line with the parcel point. So we can clear our selection, and now we have a straight line. That parcel point was not necessary, so it's giving us a better cartographic preferred representation. So now let's just say we go over here and we go, okay, let's do this over here. What's gonna happen is if you do not have quarter section and first division selected, it will not merge the courses because it's trying to maintain a vertical alignment of all these courses. And so what it will do is it'll try to go through the process. It will not eliminate the parcel point. It will not merge the courses. And you'll end up with line point on top of this parcel point and on these other areas around the quarter section and section. And once again, you notice in our edit session, it changed our control. We aren't going to concern ourselves about that at this moment. We'll fix that when we get completely done with our edits. We're going to come over here to our table of contents, our selection, and since we need to include first division and quarter sections, we want to have those to be selectable. They are now selectable. We aren't over here on the township. If we were on the township line performing this function, you'd also want to have township selected. So we'll select it. Once again, you can see the polygons that are selected. We have our section that is involved. We have our quarter sections that are involved. And then we have our quarter sections which of second division that are involved. So we want to go ahead, right click, merge courses. Say OK. The defaults, like I say, will generally work. This will take a bit. Okay, we can see it completed now. We're going to clear our selection, and we notice that parcel point is now gone. Also, we notice it changed even more control on us. Once again, not going to concern ourselves with that at the moment, but it also placed line points around all the polygons that were involved with adjacent polygons. These will go away. You do not need to worry about these, as for the reason that they were created in the process to maintain vertical alignment on any of these other lines. And we can see now that we have vertical alignment here. Okay, so I'm going to go in, turn off line points. And we should be able to window in and basically we can see we pretty much have vertical integration. We're in basically better than 1 to 0. So we can go back. And here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the other two parcel points rather than just go through the time in the video, and then come back, show you the end result. And I would have already gone in and changed this control also. So until then, we're back. As you probably noticed, so are our parcel points, and all our control is back. Since the end of that last portion of the video, I realized that we could probably do this in bulk, and it will not merge parcel points that are actually common corners to polygons. I experimented with it several times, and it worked. So I figured for the remaining portion of this video, I would just show you the product by doing it by bulk. Now we are already in an editing session. Our table of contents has everything selected that we want. So all we need is our selection tool. We can window the area that we want to merge The lines are all highlighted. We right click. And merge courses. Accept the defaults. And this will probably take a minute. Okay, it's almost complete. And it's complete. I'll clear the selection. And our parcel points are gone. Yes, it did change our control. I'm not going to take the time in this video to demonstrate how to change the control back. That's done in a previous video. And if you need assistance with that in the future, please contact me. But you can see that we were able to merge the courses of those and eliminate those parcel points that weren't really necessary, giving us a more cartographic pleasing result. So for today's lesson, this will probably wrap it up. And I'll see you in one of the next lessons.